Every few months, I start Fan Factory Friday, where we tour the amazing factories within our community. But after today's tour, I may have to quit Satisfactory entirely because I cannot fathom the skill that Stin Archi has, beautifully carving this world out over almost 2,000 hours. And I'd be lying if I said that this wasn't both inspiring and heart-sinking at the same time. Today I'll try to find the words to describe this save, and forgive me if at any point I am speechless, but I'm sure you will be too. With this being such an extensive save, with so much to talk about, we'll cover just the Eden project, but there are so many more projects within this save that are worthy of talking about. So if you'd like me to follow this video up with more videos of the different projects, let me know in the comments below. And remember, you can find this save on our website, satisfactorytips.com. And don't forget to check out Stin Archi's YouTube. The link is in the description below. And while you're down there, why not hit the like button and subscribe here for more? Let's get into it. Starting off in the hub area, we find ourselves situated above the Eden project. Though the project pays an incredible amount of attention to detail and the aesthetics of the build, it's also important to remember that this is a working factory, with resources entering via train from the west, coming from the Nero factory as well as the main Atom Industries sites. And in the east side of the Northern Forest, we also have another station where the lines ascend towards another factory before heading across to the Dune Desert. Now, the train lines are beautifully crafted with supports spanning the valleys and running alongside the cliffs. I'm also a massive fan of the bridges and scaffolding around the train lines as well, all of which add to the overall aesthetic. The main entrance to the Eden project is from the east, and it's immediately clear that Stin Archi has some next level signs, which are one of the many ways his builds stand out from the rest. Notice how the signs are made up of multiple signs, which are layered on top of one another. I've actually covered how to do this in a recent video on signs and lighting, so make sure to check that out. It's in the top right hand corner now. But Stin also makes use of special characters, which makes them stand out, and something I'd love to try and do in my builds in the future. I hope Stin Archi doesn't mind me abbreviating his name to Stin, but I have a feeling that I might be referring to them quite a bit in this video. Also pay attention to how they use gradients across multiple signs. It's something that they've done quite a lot in this, and it looks great. Now, back at the east entrance, below here we also have a car park, which is where the tractor gets fueled from. There are also other vehicles that are used throughout this build, and it just makes the whole build feel much more alive, like it's a little city that's situated underground. I'm loving it. I'm absolutely loving it. Now, entering the project, everything is carefully clipped together. The signs on the right look like computers thanks to this beam connector and the sign techniques we've talked about. Although looking at it, I can't now unsee a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle smiling at me. The use of the foundations and walls also in this area are fantastic, and especially the way that they use the walls and the foundations to create edges to add depth. It's exceptional. The blend of nature and the actual factories really sets this factory apart, integrating the two together perfectly. Along the right hand side we have the tech industry factories, and I love how they are tucked nicely out of the way. Now, they're only able to be so compact due to a floor beneath for logistics, which due to the lack of space must have been exceptionally difficult to handle when building this. Within each factory there are signs stating the resources used and the resources produced, and I love how the signs' colours coordinate with the factories. And colour coordination is a big thing here. Outside the factory's colours are carefully selected to accent the build or to help blend the build together. Look at the use of oranges to stand out in the factory compared to the use of greens and greys to meld with the terrain. And this is also shown off with the attention to lighting. Halfway through we have the second car park. However, if you hug the wall, you'll find a black market vendor tucked away, which I love, as well as the R&D above this. It's all about the character of the build. I just love it. Stin has also created a beautiful CCTV or turret for the area with signs, which you can see throughout, giving it this kind of tech industry overlord, big brother kind of feel to it. And every single opportunity to feature the terrain has been taken, looking at the waterfalls and also all of the hidden secret caves. Our next stop around the corner is Atom Industries with various items. This is just one section of the project, but there are loads of other factories out there that are also part of Atom Industries. I'm liking this corporation kind of feel to this world. Within the Eden project, Atom Industries is producing various items from electromagnetic control rods to space elevator parts. Now, I love the foyer and the carefully selected use of the coated floor. And the factory is compact but clean with front-facing triangle windows. And it's all about the different geometric shapes that are used here that really makes this all pop. Stin Archi isn't afraid to go off grid thanks to his approach of meticulously placing each item, and he really pulls this off. Moving on, we then have Eden Core, the entrance perfectly formed with beams and signs along with red accent lighting to give it almost the feel of an evil lair or a restricted area. This is obviously where Eden's core is, and it's the perfect use of signs. This is also the control area for all of the later tier items, and the output of items from all the factories comes through here, and if you slip through the restricted access doors, you'll find a compact section of manufacturers at the heart of all the later tier productions. And the true scale of this core area really stands out to the rest of the project. And I'm truly overwhelmed by this save, and there's so much more to show you. So let me know if you want to see another section of Stin Archi's factory in the comments below, whether that's Area 51, Atom Industries, Infinity Works, or the somewhat evil looking Xeno Kairos build. But thanks does go to Stin Archi for providing this save. Again, do check out his YouTube channel, the link is below. And thanks also goes to our amazing patrons, most notably our Solar Eclipse patrons, the Calamity, Cerebral Tag, James Owen, Jerry2, Polkak, and Firefless, as well as our Lunars, Dixie Chris, Lord of July, and Ben, and our Blood Moon of today, Papa Snoozy. Anyway guys, until next time, ciao for now.